Hey, how's it going? Something a little bit different today on Rocky Mountain Coast's garage. Not working on the Yukon Denali. We'll get to that a little bit later. But my wife has always wanted a Jeep Liberty, so we got her one. And it's one that's very similar to this one here that we are at a local junkyard for. It's the Jeep Liberty with the Renegade appearance package on it. On hers, the door at the very bottom on the driver's side passenger, right in this area, right about here, there's a big rust spot. It's actually gotten like into the metal. So that's what we're doing today here at the junkyard, is we're going to take this door off. And funny enough, looked on YouTube just for grins to see if there was any doors or any videos talking about door removal for a Jeep Liberty Renegade, and not even a Jeep Liberty, just regular from, you know, the model years, the early model years. So figured I'll do this. It's not really a how-to or tutorial, but I'll definitely give a little bit on that. That way it makes it easier for the next person. Sorry, I just have my phone and I have to wear glasses, so here we go. So the door, as you can see here, just like any other door, it has the hinges, right? And as you can maybe see, these little bolts, right, these little bolts, studs, you have to take the nuts off of them. You got two right there, and then you got the two down here, as well as these little guys for the door strap. Now, I saw somebody say something about a video where they said it was a 1/2 inch. That is not correct. It's actually going to be a 13 millimeter for all four of those bolts that go all the way down for the hinges. And then for the door strap, these little guys are a 10 millimeter. Ironically, I found that I can use a ratchet to get in here for the door strap. Just got to go in. It's kind of hard to do with, you know, only one-handed. Let's see here. There we go. You can get the ratchet straight up and down, and you have, you know, a little bit of room to work with it, so that's not a big problem. And then for the doors, the 13 millimeter socket easily goes right in here. Probably should be with, you know, the amount of threads exposed right there, probably should be maybe a deep socket. However, just a regular socket works just fine. It goes far enough over the threads, and it's not on there really tight. I was able to break it loose really easy and just get in there. I was thinking I was going to absolutely 100% have to use my ratcheting, my small collection of ratcheting box wrenches, combination wrenches, which probably will still need inside here, because the 13 millimeter that's in here, it's just jamming right up against the door. So to get the rest of the hinge off, I might just take the door off first and then go after it with the ratchet. But if you need to do the reverse, then you're going to need to get, I mean, any combination wrench is going to work, but I'm obviously going to, you know, recommend that you use like one of these, you know, ratcheting ones to make your life a little bit easier. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work on this, but that's how you remove the door, the tools that you'll need, and also just a little bit of patience. All right, thank you. All right, hi again. So I did decide that I'm going to try to make my life a little bit easier and just go ahead and get these hinges off to be able to take off the door, because it's literally just the one bolt that you can see where the ratcheting combination wrench is at, and then the other one just a little bit beyond that. So you just got the 1 and 2 on the top, and then the 1 and then 2. Let's get that to focus here. You got the 1, and then the second one is right behind it. So I just did decide, you know what, let's just go ahead and give the old college try, right? And so you just put it on, you just break it down, and it's torqued down pretty good. I don't know what the torque specs are at. I'm gonna have to check that later when I'm putting the door back on my wife's car, but right there, I broke it loose, and now it's pretty easy and free. So again, that's gonna be your 13 millimeter combination wrench. I definitely recommend having a ratcheting one. Honestly, I've got these from Harbor Freight, not an endorsement, wouldn't be mad if there was one, but Harbor Freight, it's the Pittsburgh 7-piece ratcheting combo set. So I mean, comes from like, gives you an 8, a 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 17 millimeters with the ratcheting box in. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and just get this door off. I'm gonna have to figure out what I need to do to kind of get the electricals for the, for the mirror and the power windows and all that good stuff. So I'll come back when I have a little bit more information about that. But again, didn't see a video on YouTube on how to remove the door. It is pretty simple for the Jeep Liberty and the Renegade package. It's really just, again, it's an appearance package. It gives you some extra fog lights, kind of check it out. I think it's cool. That's also the version that my wife liked. And it's got the kind of cool little pocket fender flare, the faux pocketed fender flare look. Roof rack at the junkyard, so somebody already took off the top light bar that was on here. But it's also kind of the one that I think they use similar lights for. Unless it was like Tomb Raider back in the day. But anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to action here and come back when we got the door off. All right, back with the door for the Jeep Liberty Renegade door that we're removing here. So as you can see, I went ahead and got these along with my wonderful wife. We've got this taken apart. Now, this is obviously going to be flush to the door. I pulled this out, and as you can see, there's the white part and then the orange part for the connectors for all the electronics. These two tabs right here, the one on top and the one that's hard to see now on the bottom, you push those in or out. Yeah, you push those out. My finger's in the way. Push it out, and it will release that and allow you to just take it out from the door. Again, one-handed, not as easy to do as one might think, but got that out, and then that, and if you don't have enough pressure, it just slides back in. I'll be back in a second. All right, so for this connector, when it's in the door like this. If you make sure you get the catch strap, the retention strap here, get that removed so that you can actually separate the door a little bit. What you can do, because again, you're going at it from the back side, right, when it's plugged in. What I kind of figured out was with a little separation from the door, what you do is you flip the entire thing over, right? So just grab the harness and you flip it over. And my wife was able to actually, she was the one that got it out, but you're able to get a screwdriver in there. And again, like I said, the whole piece is attached. Got it focused? Yeah. The whole piece is attached, right? But you get a screwdriver in exactly straight up on the back side, and you're able to pry it and just pop it right loose after that. We were fighting with that for, I don't know, probably the last 5 minutes. So, but yep, just like I said, you just take the door strap off. You're able to get some separation on the door, flip it over, pop it out from the back side. Easy as money on that one once you figure it out. So hope this helps somebody else. That's that way you don't have to go through the struggle like we did. But that's why this video is here for you. All right, take care.